reacts to the PS4/PSVR state of play. I'm Noah. Below me will be, or above me, I don't know what it looks like. But there's Ben. There he is. Say hello to the people, Ben.
Hey there, gamers. I just made it.
Made it.
LHG here for another fun-filled reaction video. This time to PlayStation State of Play. Noah, tell them what we're gonna get.
I kind of already did.
All right. I had to get copy.
All right.
It was very important I got copy. Here we go.
Starting off with Crash. Yeah, Crash 4 is a nice surprise.
Producer at Toys for Bob, and I'm here to talk to you about Crash Bandicoot 4, It's About Time. Crash 4 is a direct sequel to Crash Bandicoot Warped. The devious villains, Neo-Cortex and Dr. Entropy have finally escaped their interdimensional prison, leaving an evil scientist-sized hole in the universe.
Yeah, I guess I didn't get it.
Their eyes set on not only simply conquering this dimension, but all dimensions. And it's up to Crash and Coco to save the day. Crash Bandicoot 4 It's About Time is the first totally new game in the Crash Bandicoot series in over a decade. So for us at Toys for Bob, we felt that it was important to reintroduce longtime fans as well as new players to this amazing franchise.
Yeah, that's a great name.
First, we made sure to incorporate the classic tense, precise, and perspective-shifting platforming that we all fell in love with.
This looks great.
We wanted to introduce exciting
So they're the developer that took this over after Naughty Dog?
Let's start with
I guess so.
Beach. This is where Crash's adventure first started, and where we pick things up again in Crash 4.
Hey Ben, can you
definitely been
turn down
changes
the
since we first
volume
saw
of the stream
Insanity
a little
Beach
bit?
all those years ago. And throughout Crash 4,
Ethan,
you'll see those changes to our gameplay and even our art style. Our art teams wanted to take inspiration from not just the original games, but the animated cartoons that inspired those original games, all while also delivering bigger, more awe-inspiring
animated cartoon.
Throughout Crash 4,
what animated
you'll see
cartoon?
wide open new vistas,
Mm-hmm.
new characters,
I missed it,
and lots of expressive animations. And with all of that, also comes new additions to the platforming.
Did you ever play the Crash games back in the day?
Rope swing,
no.
rail grind, and
oh, they're really fun, challenging, but really
fun.
fun.
Original trilogy, specifically Crash Warped,
you have to be like
certain moments in the game
incredibly
where Crash would change
precise.
outfits. Think Crash wearing a biker jacket when riding a motorcycle.
It kind of reminded me
It's
like
a
of Earthworm
natural area
Jim
for us to expand upon.
in terms of like wacky
Tons
platforming.
of awesome skins that you can earn and wear.
Yeah,
the game.
it's definitely
totally cosmetic,
got that
fun way
exaggerated
to
style.
the game. And just to be clear, there's no MTX here. Skins are earned by completing different challenges and earning gems within levels.
MTX, I guess, microtransactions.
Yeah, he said there's no microtransactions, no MTX. Is that what we're calling it now?
Their assistance throughout the
I
game
guess so.
to tackle the crazy
Stupid EA and their
at
MTX.
the player. Whether it's Ika, who gives you the ability to instantly flip your center of gravity at the press of a button.
That's cool.
Kapuna, who allows you to slow down the world around you.
Yeah, Sony definitely needed kind of like
phase shift elements
an old school style platformer. I mean, Xbox has got Ori, and PlayStation never really had a competitor for that.
But that's gonna have to wait for another day. What we can tell you today, though, is that Crash isn't the only character you get to take control of in this adventure.
Mixture of perspectives, though. That's
cool.
The
entire game as Coco. Any level that you can play as Crash, you can also play as Coco. It was also very important for us that she take a more prominent role in the story this time as well. But that's not all. We've got a few other characters that you'll get to control at key points in the adventure, so that they can provide
that's really cool. I like that.
And new gameplay. Here you can see that you'll be taking control of Neo-Cortex. He's all about using his blaster to change an enemy.
He was such a great villain back in the day.
We're excited to reveal that for the
such a typical evil mad scientist.
I repeat, you get to play as Dingodile in Crash 4. And a lot has changed in the years since we last saw Dingodile. In fact, he hung up his old flamethrower rocket launcher combo when he decided to retire
really
from a life
cool.
of villainy and open a diner.
Good mix of old school platforming and
his adventure begins by witnessing the destruction of
kind of more 3D
and getting sucked into another dimension. Finally, there's one more surprise I'm incredibly excited to show you today.
Cool.
The Crash Bandicoot series has always been about finding new and exciting ways to play through the game. In the past, it's been about taking on time trials or discovering all the hidden secrets. Well, for Crash 4, we wanted to bring something brand new to the table, so we teamed up with our friends at Beanox to create a brand new style of play for Crash 4 that we call Inverted Mode. It's a souped up,
so trippy,
fueled take on mirror mode. Not only are perspective shifted, But now each of the dimensions are rendered in a new and
That's
unique
hilarious.
art
This is
style
like
that
Crash
really
Bandicoot's
changes the look and
Kurosawa
feel
mode.
of the experience. One dimension could be asking you to traverse through a neon wasteland, while another tasks players with spinning paint all over the environment to see their path forward. We've
That's
even got
cool.
one that feels like an old-timey movie, with the overcranked camera speed
Yeah.
increasing the actual speed of
They
the
literally
game
have a
as well.
Kurosawa mode.
Once unlocked,
That's so
players
cool.
can replay all the game's levels with
Yeah.
a totally new and dynamic look and feel. It's an incredibly fun feature that is going to give every
Yeah,
player,
I might. If this
especially
is
the
like a
completionists
$30
out there,
game, I'll
a reason to
probably
revisit
pick
each
it up.
level again to see what new and exciting experience is in store for them. So that's some of the new stuff that we have in store for you in Crash Bandicoot 4, It's About Time. Experience the space
Such a
and
great
time-bending madness on October
subtitle.
2nd.
Mhm.
That looks really fun.
State of Play is loaded with third-party updates for PS4 and PSVR, and some new PS5 gameplay too.
Call of Duty
We
maybe?
open the show with an all-new look at Crash 4, It's About Time, coming to PlayStation 4 on October 2nd.
I really like these
Now let's keep the
Nintendo
party
Direct
going.
tile,
The latest from IO Interactive.
State of Plays.
Mhm.
They're really well done.
Some next gen Hitman.
Besides, this is your big day.
Oh wait, what? We can play this in PSVR?
Oh, don't worry about
Oh, yeah,
that.
wow.
My art speaks
Get the
for
hell
itself.
out of here. 100% day one for me. Oh my gosh. This is gonna be so fun in the Hitman sandbox.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Oh damn. I mean, it looks fantastic too.
Yeah, dude.
Do you think this is on PS5?
Hitman 3
Yeah.
is PS5.
Oh, that's true.
Yo.
Wow, fantastic. I am pumped.
Or the
Entire trilogy. Wow. Oh, I'm pumped. My hype just went to 11 for that. That's so much VR content. This looks next gen. Is this all gonna be like next gen PSVR stuff? That would be so cool.
This is live action. Oh, this isn't rendered, right?
No, I think this
Is this real?
I don't think so. His hands didn't look too like real. What the hell is this? This is gorgeous. Wait, Braid 2?
Oh, nice.
Get the hell out of here. Wow, that's a surprise. Did you play the first Braid?
Mhm.
Oh,
A little
so great. Oh, Anniversary Edition?
Yeah, so that was live action. That was like a little trailer they shot.
Yeah. Braid is so fun.
We are happy to announce Braid Anniversary Edition. It's the
Now with
classic
more paint.
puzzle adventure where you manipulate time, hand repainted for modern high resolutions.
Oh
Many
wow, they
areas have been
repainted the whole
re-envisioned to
thing.
make them more unique, and it's even more like a living painting with brushstrokes animating the world. There are more than 9 pixels for each pixel in the original game. There are new animations for smoother
9
motion.
pixels.
Nice.
Improved
That's
sound and
every
music
pixel.
to enhance the mood, and many hours of developer commentary and interviews on subjects
so
like
cool.
puzzle
I love it
design,
when games do
programming,
that.
and visual art.
We plan to make it the most detailed commentary in any game ever. So if you want to learn how video games are made, Braid Anniversary Edition
The
will be a
last
really good
Tomb
resource.
Raider
We hope you'll enjoy
trilogy
the game
on
when it comes
last
out early
gen,
next year.
they had great developer commentary throughout the campaign.
That's not the reboot trilogy?
No. There was like another reboot
The
trilogy.
Pathless is a mythic adventure set on
last
a
gen.
mystical island.
Alright,
Let's take a
it's
quick
PS,
tour in this
PS5
new
gameplay.
footage captured from PS5.
Or no, this was like PS2.
Hi everyone, this is Matt Nava from Giant Squid. I'm excited to share more with you today about our upcoming game, The Pathless. The Pathless.
Dude, remember when we saw the trailer for this?
Set in a
We
vast
were like,
forest.
this is dope.
You play as the hunter.
When was that?
The hunter is a master of archery.
It might have been our first reaction.
She can shoot
stream.
talismans to fill her dash meter, which allows her to bound across the landscape. Fluid, dynamic movement is at the core of the Pathless. So the game's unique take on archery is all about timing, not aiming.
Was
down
that with
sights.
you? No.
This design
it was
is critical to making it possible
my
to
old
shoot even
podcast.
while moving fast and performing acrobatic maneuvers. You instantly feel as skilled as
This
the
looks
hunter
so
herself.
cool. I love momentum games like these.
With help from the eagle, you can even fly. The bond between the hunter and the eagle is central in the Pathless. You can gain altitude while you glide by flapping.
This looks like a very calming experience.
Yeah. If you got that goddamn eagle, why don't... It's the
Make
whole
sure
Lord of
you
the
pet
Rings
eagle
conundrum.
to keep it clean and in good
Why even
health.
bother running if you got an eagle?
Yeah,
You know, just have that motherfucker fly you right to the end.
it's funny.
You know? Just drop the ring and fucking Mount Doom and just be done with it.
I
You'll find
imagine it's
secrets
pretty
all
hard
over
to
the
use a
island
bow and arrow
if you
being
know where to look.
flown by an eagle by the
Yeah, but-
shoulders.
If you're high enough in the air with an eagle, you don't need to shoot at shit. You just fly above all the shit and you just get there. You know what I'm saying?
Collecting crystals will let you upgrade the eagle's ability to flap.
Well, this looks more like a puzzle game than combat game.
You'll also discover larger puzzles to solve.
All I'm
and easy
saying is that
structures.
people never
Yeah, this
really,
is a puzzle game.
people never understand the real ramifications of having an eagle in your game or movie.
Yeah, that's a pretty big plot hole in Lord of the Rings. Logic fart. I think the eagles
Pathless is all
only
about
come
finding your
though
own way
when
forward.
they
So unlike
are
most open world
absolutely
games, there's no
necessarily
map.
needed.
Instead, the hunter can use her mask to peer
What,
into
in Lord of the
spirit
Rings or
world
here?
and discover
No, Lord of the
distant
Rings.
landmarks. It even shows you where you've been.
What's more necessary than getting the ring to Mount Doom?
Getting to higher
Right?
vantage points will let you see further with
They're just
spirit.
like, yo, eagles.
I guess.
You always show up when we need you.
Maybe they had foresight to see like, all right, we just need to pick
Giant
these
cursed
guys up.
spirits, the
That's
source
why
of
they
the
come out of
darkness,
nowhere.
will pose a constant threat to you.
But it's
on
like,
your
yo,
quest.
thanks for saving us for those
They'll try to
orcs. You know,
separate you
good
from
call.
the eagle.
Instead of dropping us, you know, back down near Rivendell, why don't you let's just go all the way, you know?
Well, you can't fly over Mordor with all those orcs in there.
You
The
can fly just
reason they
really
were
high.
distracted.
It's really high. Or just go around, you know? Anyway, fuck your eagles.
Too much
They
Lord of the
like
Rings
to avoid
stuff.
detection.
This is cool. Oh, this kind of reminds me of Journey. This whole staying out of the light mechanic.
Journey's a great game. Isn't Journey free forever? No?
I don't think
You won't be
so.
able
It
to
was
take on
free
the
on
spirits
PS Plus
until
a
you've
while
returned
ago.
light to the
A
obelisks.
few months ago. This game looks really cool, though. I might check this one out.
When the obelisks are restored, the cursed spirits will be vulnerable. Chase them down through the forest to corner them in a dramatic final battle.
This is cool.
I can't believe they still haven't announced release date and price yet.
We'll probably do it after this demo here.
I mean, just for the next gen systems, like when
Oh.
they're coming out, how much are they?
Well, did you see my text about the French retailer?
No. What was the supposed price?
So a French retailer accidentally posted a listing for the PS5. It was 400 for digital, 500 for normal.
That's crazy. Was that real?
I mean, it looks pretty legit. They had pricing for the controllers and the accessories as well.
$400. That's amazing.
I mean, honestly, I'm not surprised. Not surprised at all. I was expecting
Hunter
it.
and Eagle will have to defeat the cursed
I
spirits.
thought it would be
and bring
500
life
and
back to the
600.
world.
Nah.
Huh. You must be taking quite a loss on the
I
hardware.
hope you've enjoyed this overview.
I
At
mean,
400.
all console
Scratch
manufacturers
the
take
surface.
losses.
There's so much
But this
more
sounds like
to
a big-ass
explore and
loss.
discover. The Pathos is coming out later this year. Thanks for
Yeah,
watching.
I mean, what? I think it cost them like. Cost them like $450 to produce, I think. Now I'm curious about Xbox. I have a feeling the digital Xbox might be a bit cheaper than 400.
Next up, let's see what's in store for Spelunky 2.
Hi, my name is Derek Yu, and I'm the
A
creator
lot of
Spelunky.
like smaller games today.
For Spelunky 2, I
Interesting.
wanted to make sure we made
Smaller
something that
games.
got old fans excited and also brought in new players. It
Spelunky.
was
I feel like
important we
I
didn't change the
played
things
that
made
back in the
Spelunky
day.
such a unique experience in the first place.
Does this shit go back to like the
So many
NES?
people became fans of the game through their friends and family, and even strangers on the internet. That's one reason why we're adding online multiplayer, so that more people can play the game together. And I also wanted to include that feeling of community into Spelunky 2 itself to make sure that the game felt welcoming even though it's difficult. In Spelunky 2, when you do
It's so
runs and
goofy.
discover new characters,
Yeah.
you'll also be building an in-game community and family. I designed the world of Spelunky 2 to feel much more rich and dynamic than Spelunky 1. It's going to feel a lot more full. Players will be able to explore and interact with it in lots of new ways. For example, you'll be able to ride turkeys and find hidden passageways. And you'll have to choose between branching paths as you make your way deeper into the caves. As a result, the stories players create
digging
will
the
have much more
music.
texture to them. Even
Pan
after many,
flute.
many hours of playing, I still have interesting runs that don't even go past
I hate
the
it when I
first
don't get
area.
enough pan flute in my games.
In
It's a
Spelunky 1,
common
runs
complaint.
often centered around the shops and how you chose to interact with them.
More cowbell.
So in Spelunky
This
2,
is,
we expanded the
a
shopping
lot of mechanics
experience and made it
going
more
on here.
nuanced and exciting.
A little too complicated for me.
And also added new characters that can help you or hinder you.
Is this Sony's like
Given how
adorable
amazing
state
the
of
Spelunky
play?
community is, it's hard to say how long it will take to find the deepest secrets.
Jesus Christ, what's going on?
But
I'm
I
getting
think
a
the great
FaceTime
thing
call.
about Spelunky is that the deepest secrets are the ones that even I don't know about. And there are lots of new things to play with that I hope players can use to push past the boundaries of what we, as the developers, know about the
I
game.
love the pug.
I have two types of favorite stories from Spelunky fans. First are when people are genuinely surprised by something that happened in the game. And second,
Jesus.
the ones where people shared a fun experience with friends and family in multiplayer. These are the stories I wanted to expand upon in Spelunky 2.
Yeah, I suck at these
They're
kinds
really
of
what guided
games.
my design choices. After releasing
Yeah,
Spelunky,
once you kinda get
I
into them,
knew
you get
there was
into
a
them.
lot more that could be done
Yeah, I
with
mean
the
that's what
concept
happened
and
with
the
me and
world.
Ori, but
Knowing that
Mhm.
possibility
there's
was
just
out
so
there
much
is
to
what's
love
been
about
exciting
Ori.
for me and the rest of
Is
the
Ori on
team.
Game Pass?
Yeah.
In a lot of ways, when Spelunky
So I
2
can
comes
get
out,
Game
I want
Pass
players to
on
experience what we
PC?
experienced
Yeah.
making it.
So I can play all of the
The feeling
Xbox
that there's
games
something
on
special there
my
waiting
Acer.
for you to discover it.
Not all of them, but majority of
A
them.
big
And there's
thanks
like
to the fans
PC
who waited
exclusive
patiently for
games
us to finish
for Game
Spelunky
Pass.
2. It's been a
Okay.
long journey, but I think it's going to be worth it. Thanks.
Jesus. That guy is like super dead.
We've got a bunch of new PS4 updates to share with you, starting with a closer look at Genshin Impact.
Uh-oh, anime game.
Well, there you go.
Let's take a look.
It's like Breath of the Wild, but sexy. I want sexy Breath of the Wild. Actually, this is sexy Breath of the Wild. Have you platinum Tsushima yet?
No, I mean I'm at the part where I got.
No spoilers.
No, not story. I'm just like at that moment in the game where you just have to run around the map and collect things.
Yeah. Are you missing like 5 Mongol artifacts?
Well, the great thing is you don't have to collect all of them for the achievement. You only need 40.
Oh, good.
You cannot bring yourself to kill.
But I cleared all the question marks, and yeah, so now I just gotta run around, and thankfully I have the Traveler armor fully upgraded, so I could just walk around randomly and have it vibrate to find an artifact.
I am literally taking my time so hard with that game because I never want it to end.
Yeah, I get that.
Like, I'm just doing as much free form exploration as possible. Like, I'll just pick a point on the map and just get there.
What is this?
I claim your mind for the Void Armada. Gods have squealed for my mercies. Who are you to stand in the way?
Hardcore game development. Oh, this looks cool.
That's kind of fun. Is this a side-scrolling anime beat-em-up?
Looks like it.
It's like Final Fight, but sexy.
Yeah, I love the art style.
I want to be a game developer. I'm just going to take classics and make them sexy. It's like Link's Awakening, but sexy. It's Life is Strange, but it's sexy.
Though, this looks really dope.
That is pretty cool. Hey, you know what? You know what's cool, man? Video games.
That's a very true statement.
Video games are dope. Hell yeah, video games.
This looks so cool. It's probably going to be hard as hell, though.
Yeah, this just doesn't seem like it's a
walk
breeze.
in the park, yeah. Aeon, it's
Aeon
like...
Must Die. That's dope. Fun. It's like Subnautica, but sexy. Alright, maybe I wasn't wrong. There we go.
Oh, that's interesting. The animation, it's like...
Yeah, it's some cool parallax.
Yeah.
Run towards me, girl. Come to daddy. Right away.
Now they're really targeting the Japanese market, this one.
Yeah, dude, this should be called Japanese Anime State of Play.
Uh-huh.
State of Anime.
This
Anime
also
of Play?
looks cool. The combat looks really fun.
Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah, so that's what it is. She's pixelated, but the world isn't.
You ever play the old Space Quest games?
No.
The old Sierra Adventures?
Nope.
One of the funniest things in any video game ever, and this is going back like 20 years. Space Quest 4 was a VGA game, and it's a time travel game. And in Space Quest 4, you time travel back to Space Quest 1 that's in CGA, and you go into a bar.
Bug snacks.
Bug snacks.
This is important. You don't understand how instantly memed this game was.
Elizabeth Megafig is a 2-bit con artist. Don't tell me you actually believe this half.
This is on PS5 right now.
I swear, if you chase this bug snack story, you're out of a job.
You're the journalist. This person said you'd be coming.
So
There's
weird.
a bug snack right over there.
Oh, it's first person?
Take my snack trap.
Stranger,
Or is this VR?
This bunger goes wild for ketchup. Use it to lead the bunger over yonder.
I want you to use
I
that
don't-
journalistic instinct to find out what my favorite bug snack is.
Dude, I don't even understand.
Obs.
How many drugs do you think was involved with this game?
I mean, certainly some.
Traps that I could use. You're pretty good at stuff, and nobody hates you yet. You can catch bug snacks.
Nobody hates you yet.
Back to Snacksburg.
And then the bugs become part of your... I'm so confused by this
Say you
experience.
do find these bug snacks and make it back alive. You just might keep your job. Now get going and try not to fall off a cliff.
What the heck? It's so weird.
There's a lot more in
I'm just
store. Let's start
flabbergasted.
with an update on an
There we go,
eager-to-win
Vader
PlayStation
Immortal.
VR game.
Oh, please be an out now.
The Force is strong with you.
So this is like an interactive, episodic Star Wars movie.
Okay.
You must stop Vida.
I don't understand why you never mentioned that you had the Force.
Oh
There's
man,
a lot of
I
good,
just-
a lot of good VR Star Wars content coming out.
Oh yeah. Please be out now. 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 Oh, soon! Soon!
Very
Okay.
soon.
I'm
Soon it will be
pumped.
out now.
I am pumped.
I love your enthusiasm for every game ever.
Whatever you do.
Video games are awesome.
They are. IFL video games.
Oh, is this Control?
Is this the new DLC?
It looks
Better
like
be.
it.
Yup, Remedy. New Control DLC, baby.
Is this
Hell
the
yeah.
Alan Wake one though?
This is the final DLC. This is dope.
Then this has to be the Alan Wake one. There's been Alan Wake like affiliated DLC rumored forever.
Oh my god. Hell yeah. Very much looking forward to this. Yeah, who's that dude? Is that Alan? AWA,
Yeah,
August 27th! Yes! Alright, good.
Hell yes.
That'll take my mind off of Tsushima for a minute. Alright, dope. Awesome.
Wait, did
Probably-
it say a date?
August 27th, dude.
Holy shit.
Did you play through the first DLC?
Nah.
Have you even beat the game?
I be in the main story. I just have to take care of like the crazy hard bosses. I've been stuck on that anchor boss for fucking ever.
I love how Control doesn't have a difficulty setting.
I know.
The difficulty setting is get good.
Yeah, I mean, I made it through the main story like no problem, but then the plant monster's really tough. And then I think after you beat those two, there's even a bigger boss you unlock. But since that's side stuff, I might just get the DLC because the DLC continues like the main story, right? It's like big story DLC.
All right, so in Space Quest 4, you're VGA, and you time travel back to Space Quest 1, the actual game that's in 16 colors, and you go into a bar, and then you get your ass kicked by some fucking bar patrons because they're like, "Oh, you think you're better than me because you're in 256 colors? Come here."
Do you have Drunken Bar Fight on PSVR?
No.
Oh, that game is
That's a thing?
comedy. Oh yeah, game's comedy gold.
That's awesome.
The conversations. I mean, you just go into a bar, and you can pick up any objects and just fuck people up.
That's awesome.
And like the animation is like purposely super janky, but the dialogue is so funny. There's like a SJW character. There's like Wall Street douchebags. There's like
It's called Drunken
Over-
Warfight.
Oh yeah, it's like $15.
That's
Pick
awesome.
it up, and
Let's
we could play it online together. It's a good time.
Speaking of fun, booted up Fall Guys last night.
Oh,
That game
so
delivers.
great.
That game delivers the fun.
So great. Pedestrian, play the song.
Okay.
Now let's take a look at 2 new games headed to PS5.
Here we go.
We are the forest shadows. Ghosts. Running
Next-gen
silently
trees.
between the straight, cold lines of a corrupt state.
Quieten down, don't shed a tear.
They count.
Boy, what
ration,
is this?
Manipulate.
There's a wolf in the night and he's talking.
They've taken everything from those they
I mean, this
claim to
looks
protect.
in-game graphics.
Yeah.
Authority and steel will not stop us. We aren't an invading army.
Oh, is this Assassin's Creed?
Our wraiths.
No.
No.
Bypass defenses and strike at the heart.
I do wonder if the Assassin's Creed devs are playing Ghost of Tsushima being like, fuck.
Probably. We gotta strip everything out from our game.
No more minimap. We gotta cut these load times down by a third.
Us heroes.
I still quite honestly have no idea how they got the load time so quick for Ghost. I just don't know how it's possible.
Others, we are rivals.
What is this? Some multiplayer game. I mean, these graphics are fantastic.
We are all outlaws.
Hood?
But some of us will become legends.
Legend. I'm a legend. Okay, not quite sure what that is, but it looks dope.
It looked like it could have been a MOBA type deal.
More bug snacks.
Whoa, what's going on? So many colors.
Yeah. Yes.
Uh-oh, Sony trying to make their own Pokemon.
Yeah, what the hell?
This is straight up Pokemon.
Nokafon, coming soon to PS5. I cannot wait to find out what this game is going to be called.
Yeah, right?
This is so blatantly
Nintendo's thinking like,
Temtem.
should we sue? Should we not sue?
We've got new PS5 gameplay for this melee-focused action.
Oh wow, we're seeing a lot of this game.
This is Godfall, right?
Yeah. Surprised we didn't get an update for Elden Ring yet.
They're pushing this one hard because they want this to be like their destiny, right?
No, honestly, this
name
looks
is Keith
more
Lee,
like
and I am the
third-person
game director for
Borderlands,
Godfall.
medieval
Oh,
Borderlands.
right. It's like a looter slasher.
We are very
Yeah.
excited
They're calling
to share
it?
gameplay
Yeah.
with you today and to offer you a glimpse into the mystical world of Godfall. Today, you'll be seeing extensive gameplay.
These
captured on the
graphics also
PlayStation
look
5
great. What
development
I'm noticing
Please keep in
with the
mind
next-gen
that the game
graphics
is
we've
still
seen
a
so
work in
far,
progress,
a
and some
huge
things may
focus on
change
lighting.
from the final product as we continue to learn and harness the power of
Lighting and
Sony's
textures.
next-generation console. Please enjoy. So let's jump right into what Godfall is.
All right, we're about to.
Godfall is a looter slasher that features intense action, satisfying moment-to-moment combat.
I mean, honestly, if there's
robust
like a lot of
loot
combos you
progression
could pull
systems.
off, I'm
You can
totally
enjoy
picking
the
this
game
up.
at your own pace, playing alone, or through online.
Wonder
co-op
if the,
with up
the
to
developers
2
in Godfall
additional
played Ghost of
teammates.
Tsushima and were like, fuck.
Godfall is set in a brand new high fantasy universe filled with heroic knights, arcane magic, and forbidden realms. The world is split up into the elemental
Dude, I'm
realms
only
of earth,
interested in realms that are forbidden.
water,
Yeah.
air.
Otherwise,
hey,
what's
man,
the point?
You want to go to that publicly accessible realm? Fuck no.
All
Yeah,
looted gear
sounds
in
boring.
game are acquired.
I don't want to go to any. I don't want to go to a realm that anyone can go to.
There are no
Give me some forbidden
microtransactions.
realms, then we'll talk.
No waiting for content. It's all in the game on day one.
Oh wow, complete game, day
As you
one.
adventure, you'll get
That's
to
a
tear
nice
through
change.
enemies
Uh-huh.
to challenge a mad god who awaits you at the top. You play a Valorian knight, a godlike warrior able to equip valor plates, legendary armor sets that transform you
I do
into
like cool
an
armor.
unstoppable master of melee
Everyone
combat.
likes cool armor.
Throughout your journey, you'll find ancient valor plates lost in time, each with their own characteristics and long history. Now let's
Don't
talk
call
about
it
gameplay
Warframe.
in Godfall. First, our team wanted to do something different. We wanted to combine action RPG loot progression with third-person melee combat to create what we think is a looter slasher. Our game is therefore one part gear-driven and one part player skill-driven. In other words, not only do we want you to find exquisite weapons with powerful loot traits, but we also want you to have that feeling of accomplishment or mastering the wide set of combat mechanics available to you in Godfall. From a combat philosophy perspective, the melee combat in Godfall is intended to be fluid, dynamic, and interactive, embracing offense over defense. More often than not, you'll be facing multiple enemies at the same time.
Talking
As a
about
result,
combo.
you should always be moving and closing the gap on enemies. Also, you dominate the combat space, not the enemies, and the game rewards you for being aggressive. Now that you're familiar with the combat philosophy, let's dig into the weapons themselves. In Godfall, there are 5 weapon classes: the longsword,
Yeah, I was just gonna ask if there's
the dual
classes.
blades, the
What kind
pole
of sword weapons do you like?
the two-handed warhammer,
The Sakai Katana.
and the
Yeah.
two-handed greatsword.
I tend to go for
Each weapon class has their own
mid-tier
movesets
mid-tier
and
stuff.
play
Like in
styles,
Assassin's
ranging
Creed,
from
I'm not
fast combos to more strategic.
I'm not daggers,
grit
I'm not
play.
like longsword.
As you defeat enemies in your adventures, you
I
will
roll a
acquire
lot in these
numerous
games.
weapons.
I roll out of the way.
Each weapon-
I roll before
Each weapon
parry.
has their own primary and
I'm like a little
secondary
pillbuck
traits.
rolling around the battle
We will
zone.
delve into the weapon classes
In and out.
how to modify them in greater detail. For now, we'll go over the dual blades and the longsword weapon classes. The dual blades are the fastest weapon class in Godfall, embodying speed, fluidity, and mobility. The dual blades are exceptional against soft, unarmored targets or single targets. You can perform a combo by executing 4 consecutive light attacks. The dual blades heavy attack is a spinning blade cyclone. The blade cyclone can also be used as a finisher at the end of your light attack combo. So what are the
All right.
signature moves for the dual blades?
Not that deep
As
of
you
a
build up
combo
charge,
system.
You can also
Yeah.
activate inner focus.
My
which is unique to
standards
the dual blades,
for,
which
like,
inflicts massive damage in a
third-person
short period of
sword-based
time.
combat
There's
is
also mortal
very
coil,
high.
where you can throw your blade into an enemy, pulling
I
the
was
enemy
just coming
towards
from
you,
a
like pulling a
hardcore
cable.
Devil May Cry background.
I gotta replay DMC5,
Let's
man.
switch
That
to
game
the
is so much
longsword
fun.
weapon
I don't
class.
think you did. You ever beat it?
Longswords are
No.
balanced
Well, because I
weapons,
started
embodying
playing on,
crisp
like,
damage and simple
I don't know,
cooldowns
medium
without
difficulty
needing
or
a lot of
whatever.
elaborate
Yeah.
combo setups.
Just because I wanted to get my head around the
Similar to dual
combat
blades,
mechanics. But then
longswords
it
have
just
their own
became
4-hit
so
light
easy.
attack combo.
But I got like
Then
pretty
there's
far
the
into it, but
heavy
you
attack
can't
finisher, which can be
you can't
used
switch
at
the
end of your
difficulties on the
light
fly.
attack combo.
Nope.
Like if I want to play it on
Three
hard,
signature moves
where
for the
where it's
longsword
actually a
class.
challenge, I have to start from
There's
the beginning
spectral
all over
flurry,
again.
which cannot be
Um,
interrupted and deals high
so-
damage to multiple nearby targets. Then there's spiral technique,
So,
which eviscerates all
What,
enemies.
how far
a
in the game
straight
did you
fixed
get? Because
path.
it gets pretty tough.
Notice there's a
Like
after a
5
longsword
big
swing
story
while
beats
timing
or
is
whatever.
important. If you press the shield
Okay.
button exactly at the
Ha-
same time, you'll
okay.
perform a devastating
It gets really
shield
hard.
uppercut with your longsword.
I mean, I'm
shield
playing
is a
on
core
Dante
part of
Must Die
Godfall.
mode,
Uh-huh.
It's available
which is
to
like
you
3
throughout
hits,
the
you're
entire
dead.
game. You can always block incoming attacks with your
And
shield.
I'm like
Press the shield button
midway
right
through
time,
the
you can
last
also
third of the
parry an
game,
attack.
but I'm just
You can perform a
I'm
light
stuck.
attack after a last-second shield block to counterattack with a
But I love Devil May Cry 5.
Yeah, it's super
Shield
duper
is
fun.
great,
Is it
not
me
just
or is
for
this game not
defense,
really
but
doing
also
it for you?
offense.
It's not.
With aim,
It
you
honestly
throw the
looks pretty
shield, which will hit
repetitive.
multiple
Yeah.
nearby targets. If you tap the shield button just
Yeah,
as
it's
you catch
not-
your shield, you can perform a
not doing
powerful
much.
wave attack.
Yeah, there's something about the fluid
Double
dynamics
tap the
that's
shield
not
button
working.
to petrify enemies.
To me, the combat just looks
And of
kind of
course, you can
repetitive.
perform an R3 ground finisher on enemies that were knocked down to the ground.
God, it would be so cool if we got some Devil May Cry 6 news, but probably won't be for a while. Yeah, this looks pretty run of the mill.
Yeah.
I hate to say. And nothing about this screams to me like, oh, this had to be a next-gen title.
Uh-huh. It doesn't seem like anything we haven't seen a million times before.
Yeah. That was a weird animation.
You ever play Lords of the Fallen?
Yeah, that's a tough one.
Yeah, that is a tough one. It kind of reminds me of that, but...
We hope you enjoyed our first walkthrough video of Godfall.
was this the big game for the State of Play?
We also want to
No,
thank
I
all the
think we're
fans
gonna
for
get
their
Call of
endless
Duty.
support since our
We
initial
have
reveal
to.
back in December.
Call of Duties are
A few more
always
surprises coming down the
announced
road,
in May.
such as details
Like,
on loot
always.
and progression, and are eager to share more
And,
with you on our way to launch this holiday season.
The Twitter,
Hope
the
that
Call of
you
Duty
join our
Twitter has
Godfall
been
community on
teasing
Twitter,
stuff, so.
Facebook, and YouTube. Thank you.
So far, what are you most stoked about?
Hitman VR.
Uh-huh.
100%.
I'm gonna go with Control DLC.
Oh yeah, that.
I've
Yeah.
been waiting for that.
That's a wrap. We hope you enjoyed this
Oh.
peek
Yeah.
into the future
No
of
Call of
PlayStation.
Duty.
See you next time.
Wow, I was surprised we didn't get more VR stuff.
That was pretty meh.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't expecting anything major.
I got out of bed for this?
Jesus, you slept until till
No.
1 o'clock.
No.
Oh man, but no, there was some cool stuff. Like I said, Hitman VR, very exciting. Really pumped for Vader Immortal to finally come to PSVR, and yeah, of course, Control, Alan Wake DLC. That should be a really trippy experience.
End of August. What do I need to know about Alan Wake? Because I don't know anything about it.
You should probably watch summary videos. It's a pretty thick story.
Okay.
But it's cool. It's like Twin Peaks, the video game.
Okay.
Yeah, really trippy, like fourth wall breaking game. But yeah,
All right.
definitely watch a recap of it because the story is pretty complex.
Well, let's wrap it up, y'all. That's another
Yeah.
Reacts here for
Thanks.
LH Gaming.
Thanks for joining us. Make sure to like, subscribe. Got tons of great gaming content coming
Yep.
to you. So yeah, thanks for joining us, and we will see you next time.
Peace.